Hi, my name's Tom Medine. I'm the chairman of the Golf League, and I'd like to do a recap of the things we talked about at the kickoff meeting last Tuesday. For those of you that couldn't make it, we talked about several things. It's been 3 years since we've had a kickoff meeting, so there was a lot of important information that was exchanged. Probably some of the most important items were the fact that we need to field 100 golfers every time we go out to the golf course, barring exceptional circumstances. So the captains were pretty much all at the meeting or represented, and they're aware of what they need to do with respect to the sub process and filling their foursomes. As an individual player, your responsibility is to let your captain know by Monday if you can't make it. That way the captain can go ahead and call the sub list and come up with another player to cover for you. Of course, last minute things will come up. That's why we have a day of play sub pool, but it would help your captain a lot if you let him know by Monday that you can't make it. The second thing that we talked about that's really important is the ever popular subject of pace of play. Now, the golf courses are telling us, hey, after 4.5 hours, 4:45, Tom, we need to be putting other golfers out on the golf course. So we need your guys to move along and finish their round and clear the course. Now, that doesn't mean we have to hurry. We have a broad range of golfers. We have 55-year-old golfers and we have 85-year-old golfers. We have 6 handicappers and we have 26 handicappers. So the goal is to play and have fun, but to play efficiently and don't waste time. And one way that we discussed about doing that, or one thing we talked about actually, was an exercise about what color a yield sign is. We went through it. A yield sign is triangular, and most people thought that it's yellow. Well, yield signs have been red in the United States since 1971, and that came as a surprise to a lot of people. Came as a surprise to me. But what it tells us is maybe every once in a while we need to step back and take a fresh look at things, because for 50 years we've been thinking yield signs are yellow and we really didn't pay much attention to them. In reality, they're red. Same thing's true with our golf round. If each player can save 15 seconds on each hole, 15 seconds, and you can do that by hitting when ready and safe, not waiting. If you're walking out to your ball to take a distance measurement, take a couple clubs with you rather than have to walk back to the cart and get more clubs. Putt, or line up your putt while the other guys are putting. So when it's your turn, you're ready to putt. Record your score at the next hole. If you look at the guidelines that John put together, there are a number of time-saving ways that will readily save 15 seconds a hole. That's only 15 seconds. But if each team can save 15 seconds a hole, that's a minute per hole per foursome. That's 18 minutes per foursome off the round by only saving 15 seconds. A little bit of effort has a lot of results. It would save us 18 minutes. Another thing we talked about when it comes to pace of play is lost balls. Now, we've got guys in this league who are perfectly capable of losing 2, 3, or even 4 balls in a round of golf. And I know that to be true because I am one. When you lose a ball, we're asking you to take 1 minute. Why? Because if you take 2 minutes, that can easily run into 3. If you lose 2 or 3 balls, all of a sudden you can be 8 or 10 minutes behind, and you never make that up. There's no way to make that time up. If 2 members of your foursome do that, you can be 15 or 20 minutes behind without even any chance of making that up. So just take a minute. We did an exercise where we sat quiet for a minute. I'm not going to do it on the video, but a minute is a long time to be standing on the tee watching someone down the fairway looking for a lost ball. So please just take a minute. It's not a big deal. A ball costs $1.50. Put a ball down and take a stroke and move on. This is going to be very important this year at the golf courses and increasingly important every year. So take a look at it, see if you can save 15 seconds. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you April 27th.